Hi again, fellow unlicensed thinkers. Today I want to go into why we shouldn't be with the wrong person or the wrong people. So that can be groups of friends, that can be people that we hang out with, could be someone that we're dating. Why do we not want to be with them if they're not the right one? So if we can look at our friends and we can say, oh, they do some stuff I don't like, maybe it's time to upgrade. Maybe it's time to just eliminate whatever choice you want to make. But the big thing is that if you're with these people that aren't right, then when the right person or the right group comes along, they're not going to want to be with you because they're going to see you hanging out with this lower quality of people. Or if it's a dating type of situation, they're going to see that you're already dating somebody and they're going to say, well, I'm already taken. And so we have seen from research that one of the big things that we get from being around people, and basically we all know this at some level, but you become like the people who you spend the most time around. And so who are these people that you're spending time around? Are they overweight? Well, research shows if you have overweight friends, if I only saw your 5 closest friends and they were overweight, I could put money on it that you were overweight too. If I saw your 5 closest friends and they were into drugs or drinking, or they were liars or just shady characters in general, or they were just out partying all the time, I'd put money on any of those things that you were that too. And chances are I would be correct because you become like those people, and it just sort of happens. You don't intend to do it. You don't intend to start lying more. But if you hang out with people who are lying all the time, that's what happens. You start doing that. And so you hang out with these people and all of this behavior gets normalized. Maybe it's overeating, maybe it's drugs, drinking, whatever it might be. So you're out there, you're normalizing that for yourself, and it's kind of this reverberation. You're normalizing it for everybody else in the group too, because of course they're becoming more like you as they hang out with you. And so when a group of people who comes along, and say it's this other group of friends group of people that you want to become friends with, and they see you hanging out with all of these people that are doing whatever unfortunate activities. And this group that you want to hang out with is into self-improvement. They're into health, be it mental or physical. They like to go hiking. They like to have intellectual discussions. But they see you hanging out with all these guys who are, partying and, just being a bunch of jackasses or whatever it might be. And they're going to be like, nah, I don't really think we want to hang out with you. That just doesn't sound cool. And so you have to accept that, right? Because you are not putting yourself in a position to be available to those people. They don't recognize you as someone who would fit into their group. And so why do you want to get rid of the people that are a bad influence on you presently and do it as fast as possible? Well, I'll get to this in the relationship part too, like the dating relationship part. And I'll get there in just a second. But if you think about how recently you were with these people, so how recently were you hanging out in a heroin den or in a nightclub or whatever it might be? How recent was that? Because chances are, if it hasn't been a long time, you're still influenced by that group. You're still influenced by those things. So you want to have as much distance between that group that you don't want to be like as possible before you move into the group that you do want to be like, so that you can have the best chance of success and so that they can have the best opportunity to be comfortable with you. And so if we move this over to a dating type of situation, excuse me, and you're dating someone who isn't the right one. Say they're just someone who's filling time, they're friends with benefits, they're whatever it might be, and the right person comes along, you're not available for them because you wouldn't want to date someone who was either still in a relationship or freshly out of a relationship. Like if that was you making that decision, you'd say, no, that just doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound like a healthy thing. I don't think they've had time to grow. So you think about that from their point of view, is going to be the same thing for you. So if you are in a relationship and you leave that relationship to go for somebody, then that person's always going to wonder, well, are they going to leave me for somebody else now? Or if you just got out of a relationship, you might still be affected by that relationship. You might still have some of the bad habits. You haven't really worked on growing yourself as a person. So the sooner you are able to exit the relationship that is unhealthy, the better, because then you're not in it, number one, and you're putting more time between that relationship and that person, that good person that you're, shall we say, waiting for, that right person to come into your life, because they're going to have those same expectations that you would have. That's what makes them the right person. So think about that when you're looking at the relationships that you have presently. Are they compatible with who you want to be and who you want in your life? Because that's what they're either inviting or preventing. So just remember, you are like the people that you spend the most time around. So if you're spending your time around people who aren't doing the things even that you know you should be doing, that you want to be doing, they are kind of holding you back from doing those things. They are making it normal to not do those things. So get rid of those relationships. If you're dating the wrong person, get out of it as soon as you possibly can, because when that right person comes along, you want to be fully available. You want to be ready. You want to be present. You want to be there so that when that person comes, you can be like, I am on that shit. So just something to think about. Try to stay away from the bad influences. And I know that sounds so cliche and standard, but we often don't think about how much it influences us and how much it prevents us from becoming better people. Because when I'm around people who are into self-improvement, and I mean, I get this feedback from them, and being into self-improvement is the cool thing to do. And so I get it from them. They get it from me. We feed each other on this. And the same thing happens when you go out and you're partying and you're sleeping around and you're dating the wrong people and you're, just not taking care of yourself. So keep an eye on that. Do an evaluation of who you're hanging out with and say, are these people really the kind of people who I want to be? Because you will be those people. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to hit like and share the video. Have a great day.